এই কি কালি দিছো তুমি কিছু না
বহুত ভালো না বলেন না
সমস্যা বুঝলা না না তো পেটে দাও
বহুত ভালো না
স্যার স্টার্ট হয়ে গেছে স্টার্ট হয়েছে হ্যাঁ
কিনে ব্যাকে শুরু করো
2 মিনিট আগে
শুরু করো
2 মিনিট আছে
আসসালামু আলাইকুম good morning dear students how are you long day no see many days have passed since I saw you last we are very grateful to Almighty Allah that Allah has saved us from this great pandemic that killed more than 9 lakh people all over the world. Alhamdulillah, Allah has saved the people of Bangladesh and the people of Asian subcontinent. For this great pandemic, many years, for this great pandemic, many years, many months, we have to suffer. And for many days, our school, our classes remain closed. But I express my thanks, gratitude to Almighty Allah, the DG of Maushi, the Minister of Education, for their guidelines to start online class in every school, so that the students can get the touch of board and pen. They can perform their works in white and black and white in written form. At the outset of my class, I am going to express my gratitude to the chairman of SMC St. Xavier's High School, Khulna, for his excellent management and arrangement of this online class in our school. I also express my gratitude and thanks I also express my gratitude and thanks to the head teacher of St. Xavier's High School, Mr. Gaji Muhammad Mahiuddin, an excellent performer, an excellent all-rounder, a very good administrator, and a very good teacher who guides all the teachers of this school so that the teachers and the students can be a united platform. There can be developed a good teamwork for the development progress of the school and the students. I also express my gratitude to our assistant headmistress madam, who also guide us nicely and who also given us good guidelines so that we can take good classes for our online performance so that our students can be benefited. Finally, I express my love and affection to all my colleagues and students who is also keeping apart for many days. But now, the advancement of time under the platform of St. Xavier's High School online class, we all will be united. And from any corner of the world, with the assistance of social media, you can see our live class going on in here. So let's start our live class. You will be very happy to know that for the part of the students, attending class is a great fun. And there is no pleasure for the students but attending the classes and continuing their studies. So I am going to take you the classes and I wish you will be very much attentive to your studies. You know that next we will take preparation for our final examination. And for our final examination, according to our school syllabus, we have 2 units. And now I am taking your class in class 8 English, English first paper. Now I'll take you English first paper class 8. Now I'm going to take your class in English first paper class 8. Class 8 English first paper. In class 8 English first paper, we have only 2 units. One unit is unit 7, another unit is unit 9. Today I'll start class from unit 7. Unit 7. Today we are going to start our class of Unit 7. In Unit 7 there are some lessons. And do you know what is the heading of Unit 7? The heading of Unit 7 is different people, different occupation. Different people, different occupation. You see, different people, different occupation. And in the picture you can see the performance of some people. What are they doing? You see, in the picture we can see a man is collecting wastes from the bottom layer of the water. It may be a lake, or it may be a canal, or it may be a river, or it may be a sea. And in the second picture we see 2 women are coming back, collecting wastes in their basket from a marshy land. This is land. So from this picture we can get ideas that this is the relation of people's different works and activities. What the people works and activities. What are the works and activities of different people? That means different type of profession. Different people have different profession. I am a teacher. I teach in the school. This is my profession. You all are students. It is your duty to attend the classes, to prepare your lesson, to take preparation for final examination, and finally, writing well in the examination, attending the attraction of your teachers, getting a good marks, getting a good figure in the examination, making a good result, going to college or going to university or get a chance in medical engineering or higher studies, and finally getting a good job, enough to brighten, enlighten the appearance of your parents, of your teachers, of your friends, of your school, of your university, of your society, of your nation. So your development is our development is your development, and our total development is our country development. That is our expectation. Okay, dear students, so we are going to read Unit 7, Lesson 1. Do you know what is the heading of Lesson 1? Look, the heading of Lesson 1 is pearls. 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 Dear students, do you know what is pearls? Do you have any idea what is pearls? What do you see in my hand? You can see this is a necklace. Do you know how this necklace is made of? You'll be happy to know that this necklace is made of pearls. What do we do with the necklace? Generally, the rich people, the aristocratic people, the gallant people, the influential people who has a better status in the society likes to wear these pearls in their. These people like to wear these pearls in their neck, in their chest, to look them good, to look them beautiful. Do I look beautiful, dear friends? Do you think I am looking more beautiful than another previous times? Certainly, I think that I am looking more beautiful. So, we collect pearls with a view to decorate ourselves first and foremost. So today we are going to read about pearls. So our heading is pulse, pulse, pulse. It is a very expected thing, very expected things to every girls, to every woman. Even some men like with pulse. If you think it is good, it looks me lovely, then I will always say a pulse. And if you think it is not looking nice, then I have to open it. But now, I want to wear it for my decoration of my class. I wish you will not mind. Okay. Next, we have to learn the important vocabs of this lesson. What are the important vocabs of this lesson? Do you know what are the important vocabs of this lesson? The important vocabs of these lessons are mythology, ancient, dissolved, status, unparalleled, association, delicate. I want to write myth or mythology or mythology. Do you know what is the meaning of the word myth or mythology? It means a story. It means a story. Mythology means a story. Ancient story. Archaeological story. The story of the old time. The story of the ancient time. Mythology. Can you tell a sentence? Can you make a sentence about myths or mythology? We like to read Greek mythology. We like to read Roman mythology. We'll be happy to know that Bengali literature is also very much developed, and Bengali literature has many mythology. One of the famous mythology of Bengali literature is the mythology of Gaji Miar Bostani or Gajir Bachon, and you know a man, Mr. Pachabdi Gaji, who caught the big Royal Bengal tigers of Sundarban, and abound on the Royal Bengal tigers, carrying a big snake in his hand as a stick, he roamed about the Sundarbans. This is a myth, this is a story. We do not know about the reality, but we like this mythology. Then another word is ancient. 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 Ancient means also old, primitive, earlier. That has happened ancient. When we are students of intermediate and honors, we have read a poem named The Ancient Mariner. We have also read the story in brief, The Ancient Mariner. Ancient people of our country had different tradition, different culture, different style. So it is our duty to know about the history, tradition of previous times of our country, of our nation. The next word is dissolved. Dissolved. Do you know the word dissolved? Dissolved means to make something mixed, to make something finished, to make something burnt with something, especially with the waters. Do you know what are the things in my hands? Can you guess? This is also some pearls. I will make some special things with these pearls. Do you want to see what I do with these pearls? Yes, it is related with our text that we'll do something with the pearls. Generally, we get the pearls in round shape. Then we cut the pearls into another shape. And in our earring, in our nose ring, in our throats for wearings. But the ancient people do use it in different ways. The Egyptian Queen Cleopatra has a different style to use pearls. Do you know what is the pearls? See, this is a glass of water and I throw a pearls in it. And what is happening? Can anybody tell, dear students, can you tell what is happening? It's dissolving. Look how it dissolves. It dissolving. And what will happen? After some times, we'll get a mixed. It will be mixed with the water. And finally, it will be able to drink. After 1 minute, I'll show you what I'll do with this dissolved pearls. Next, look at the second picture. Dissolved means mixed. Dear students, there are many more words. Unparalleled. I am going fast because time is very slow. Unparalleled. Unparalleled means uncommon. Not match. Unmatched. Matchless. Very nice. Unparalleled. Can you make a sentence with unparalleled? Yes. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation, is an unparalleled leader of our country. Until or unless Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was born, we could not achieve our independence. So he is our unparalleled leader. Then another word, association. Can you see the word association? Association. Association means unity, together, bindings, bondage. We make relation with this bondage. We make relation with this bondage. This is unity, friendship, relationship, intimacy, sincerity, association. I am going to build a Hollywood, so we have a special intimacy. This is called association. Dear students, we have another word, delicate. You see, delicate, D-E-L-I-C-A-T, delicate. This means soft, softened, easy to access. I am a handsome man wearing this pearl necklace. I am looking more handsome. Dissolved means mixed. Now see, this is dissolved. And what we do the dissolved word. After some times I show you what we do with the dissolved word. Then unparalleled, unmatched, matchless, association, bondage, relation, and finally delicate means something soft, flexible. So, look at the picture and discuss in pairs. What do you see in the pictures? In the first picture, we see a pearl necklace. And in the second picture, we see a woman wearing a pearl necklace. And now we'll read lesson B. Follow your textbook. This pearl was discovered when men were catching fish in the sea, or when men were trying to get some other foods in the sea. Suddenly they found a special thing, a small thing. This is oysters. And cutting the oysters, in the belly of the oysters, they found some flesh and a piece of white, red, or golden gems. And this is called pearls. Through history, the pearl with its shine has been one of the most highly valued gems. So from history, we come to know that this pearl finally in our ringings. Apart from these common uses, there are some extraordinary uses of these pearls. Do you know what is that? Pearls have been mentioned in many times in religious texts and mythologies. So in many mythology, these pearls discussed in ancient mythology, and there are many stories. So from religion, we come to know. You have seen Yusuf Zulekha. In Yusuf Zulekha, you have seen that some of the high officials who wears these pearls, and when Mr. Yusuf went to the meeting of the king, the small king, the prince has presented him a pearl necklace. It is the tradition. Pearls have been mentioned in many times in religious texts and mythologies from the earliest times. And not only the present time, modern time, even in ancient time, old time, primitive time, people used pearls. The ancient Egyptian valued pearls so much that they were buried with them. And the old people, archaic people of the past time, give it so much that when any of their family members died during the burial, during the final destination, during the final ceremony, they offered a pulse with their dead body, and when they lied in their graves, they offered a pulse so that he also gets the equal status, tradition in the grave, and he gets much value from the angels, from the people of eternity. Okay? It is said that the famous queen of Egypt, Cleopatra, would dissolve a pearl in a glass. Sometimes I saw you things how it is dissolved, and now the story. It is said, we come to know from the history that the Egyptian queen Cleopatra would dissolve a pearl in a glass of water. I have dissolved a pearl in the glass of water, and as a sign of love and respect for the entire nation, she used to drink water in the glass and drank it. So this is the preparation, dissolving the pearls. Now I am drinking it. Don't mind. You'll also eat by going in your house. Do you know why I drank it? I drank it because I love you all. I drank it because I love the people of my country. And Queen Cleopatra loved her country, Egypt, very much. And he also liked all the Egyptian people. And as a token, as a symbol of her love for the people of her country, she melted a pulse in water and drank it. So this is the ancient style, the Cleopatra style, the Egyptian style. I wish you will not mind. Next, look at the last part. The Greeks thought the pulse as a sign of wealth and social position. Wearing this pulse, I am feeling proud, happy, bouncer. I am the big man of the society. So to show their big manship in the society, they drank pulse. The beauty of pulse was associated with love and marriage, and especially they used this pearl in different occasions, in different functions, especially in the functions of their marriage ceremony. And when any man or woman fall in love with each other, they also exchange this pearl gift as a symbol of their love and respect for each other. In ancient Rome, the old Romans, pearls were considered the greatest signs of wealth and social status. Pearls were considered, they think that pearls is the symbol of their social position, social status. That means they are the elite people of the society, they are the rich people of the society. At that time, the young women of noble families loved to wear beautiful pearl necklace. I am a man of a noble family, so I wear the pearl necklace. How do you think of me? Do you think I am ordinary man? Of course not. I am an extraordinary man. And in different occasions and functions, to perform my performance in some theater, I also wear pearls to show my social position. The brave knights used to wear them in the battlefields for good luck. And it is also used in the war, in the battle, in the fighting, to get good luck. So it is called as a symbol, as a woman of good luck. Pearl is also considered as a symbol of good luck. So dear students, have you got all the points, what we have done? Now, very briefly, I will give you the exercise and I wish you will answer with me. In here, there are some 3 questions and we can write down the questions and we can make the answer. You see, what is the first question? The first question, do you think pearl were discovered by ancient? Why? Do you think pearl were discovered by ancient? Why? Yes, I think pearls were discovered by the ancient people. Why? Yes, I think pearls were discovered by ancient people. They were found while human beings were searching for food in the seashore. Do you think pearls were discovered by ancient? Yes, I think pearls were discovered by the ancient people. Why? As a necessity. Okay. Do you think pearls were valued so much in the past? Yes, certainly pearls were valued so much in the past because the ancient Egyptians and the Greeks thought that as a sign of wealth and social status, they used pearls. Dear students, and the last question, what good luck knights thought would pearls bring to them? What good lucks knight pearls brings to them? So you can write down the answers by this way. In the battle, the knights use pearls for in the battlefield, in the warfield, the knights use pearls for good luck. For good luck. So by this way, you write down all the answers from here. Next, we have a table. Dear students, you see, we have exercise. Read the text in B again and write the information in the table. Write the information in the table. How it is done. How it is done. So, the ancient Egyptian who or pearls. The ancient Egyptian or pearls. Why the ancient Egyptian used pearls? The ancient Egyptian or pearls as a sign of love and respect for the entire nation. What is the second table? The Greeks. The Greeks used pearls in the function of love and marriage. Then the ancient Romans. What did the ancient Romans do with the pearls? In ancient Romans, when they thought them as the greatest sign of wealth and social status, the ancient Romans wore pearls thinking that it is the greatest signs of status and tradition. Finally, the brave knights. What did the brave knights do with the pearls? They used it as a symbol of good luck. So, this all of today's class we have learned, and finally, homework. What is the homeworks? We have got the important vocabs, you have got the textual ideas, you have got the exercise, and so reading all them well, you have to do some things. You have to present in brief the things of your own, and that is to write a composition, to write a small composition or paragraph. This is important for any examination. So your homework is write a paragraph about pearl in 100 words. Okay, dear students, thank you very very much. Allah Hafiz. I wish every day according to the routine you will attend the class and you will prepare your lesson in your house and will prepare the home task, and when the class will open you will show your home task to the teacher. And if you regularly attend the class, inshallah, in the exam you will get all the common questions and you will be able to answer them properly. Thank you very very much. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum. Mana?